I wish I
Welcome to Kenya where we got cows.
Hey, it's me again. Thanks so much for joining. So come along with me. Today, I wanted to talk about some more fun things to do in Nairobi, Kenya. So if you are visiting Kenya, something to do along with the Nairobi National Park, the beautiful, outskirts of Malindi, you can also check out the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. Also, you can check out the Giraffe Center. They sit side by side. They're not, there's a lot of other YouTube videos out there that say they're really side by side. I took an Uber from the Wildlife Trust. Not really walkable, basically based on the proximity of the street. There's not sidewalks or anything, so I don't know if you'll feel safe to walk. I do just want to give that as a disclaimer, as I've seen a lot of other YouTubers talk about how close it is, and I was expecting for it to be literally in arm's reach, and it was not. So let's just set that as a standard as we go into this. But it is on the outskirts of the city, so it's not in the heart of the city. It's about a 25 to 30 minute ride from the heart of Nairobi to the Wildlife Trust Center. Now, let's talk about the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust Center first. That is a elephant orphanage. So an elephant orphanage is where they are rehabilitating baby elephants so that they can be reintegrated back into the wild. A lot of times you will find out if they have a broken leg, or they come out with a weird limb, or they have any type of disability, their family will leave them, and they leave them behind sometimes sometimes intentionally, but they'll also leave them behind because they're in survival mode and they have to move on, and sometimes the baby is not able to move on physically, so they leave them. And then when they leave them, they're in danger because now they are considered prey to other animals. So this great trust, they actually rescue those elephants, bring them in, and they try to wrap their arms around them for up to 10 years. And then they will rehabilitate them back into the wild. So it's definitely an exciting thing to be able to witness and be a part of and help out. So the proceeds of you visiting the center do go back into the elephants that they are rescuing back as far as rehabilitation. So how much does it cost to get in? So to get in, it is 1,500 shillings. 1,500 shillings is equal to $15 USD. It's exciting because they only have 1 hour a day that you can actually go and visit this Wildlife Trust. It's from 11 a.m. until noon. Why? That's feeding time. So it gives you an opportunity to get up and close and personal with the baby elephants, feed them, kind of pet them. And some people would say, is that disruptive to their environment, their rehabilitation stages? And no, it's actually comforting to them, for them to get the love, the smiling faces. They're babies, so they like to play. So it's almost like we're visiting them during recess or lunch and recess, if you want to look at it like that. So it's not really we are interrupting their process, just so that you know. But it was exciting opportunity, as you can see here. I got to go. I went during COVID. So during COVID, just to set a standard, they do say that you can walk up and purchase a ticket. However, it's going to be a first come first serve basis. So not everyone will get in, and if there are more people who have pre-arranged their tickets, you will not get in that day. So I actually went twice. The first time I went, I was not able to get in because there were so many people who had already purchased their ticket online or pre-purchased it, and then we had to purchase it again. So a best method, if you can purchase it online, purchase it, or call or email them to purchase it in advance. That way it ensures that you are able to get in when you go. Also, they will do a temperature check just to make sure you are, you don't have a fever. And you have to wear masks since we are still in the pandemic. So this was September of last year, so it was very, very recent. These are some of the procedures that they have you go as far as COVID safety. So remember, safety first. So definitely making sure that you are aware of what to expect when you arrive. So also when you get there, it's like a path, so you have to wait until it starts. Everyone kind of gathers, you wait for everyone to get in. So there is about a 5 to 10 minute delay. You still want to be on time, because if as they're checking people in, they kind of have a reservation list. So if you are like 5 minutes, they'll wait 5 minutes past the time that you're supposed to be there, which is 11 a.m. Because it's such a short window, they get everyone checked in and then everyone goes down at once. So it's not a 11 a.m. to 12, come and go as you please. It's actually like kind of going with a group of folks and a class of people. So you'll have the opportunity to get down near the elephants. They'll come out, they'll be drinking their milk. They have the keepers. The keepers there are in all green, and they kind of oversee everything that's happening. But one cool thing that they did, they actually gave us like a story time during that time, where they walked us through each and every elephant that was there. They told us their name, they told us their backstory as far as how they got rescued from the wild. They told us how they're doing today.
Different parts of the country, they have different reasons for being orphans. Some of them, we know exactly what has caused them to be left orphans. That's why the frequency has to be no poaching in the long run. But it is still unfortunate that a few of them have come in because the mothers have been killed and the tusks have been taken off from them. And I say it's unfortunate because the poaching is being
especially if you're someone who's local, to be able to go and visit them often. There were some people who were local who actually go and they keep up, and even visitors who may have gone more than once, because it's a very nice entertaining process. Some people actually go and they're scared of elephants. I thought that was very weird. But they went, and overcoming fear, like trying to pet the elephants and be close to them. Sometimes they'll come to you, and sometimes they don't. They kind of remind me of a dog that doesn't know his power, so they're like huge, and they're very playful animals. So definitely it was an experience, and it was very nice. Now on to the other side of it. So there's the Giraffe Center. The Giraffe Center houses endangered giraffes. Kenya houses the last of the actual giraffe. So you're thinking, what? Aren't there giraffes at the zoo in the States? And yeah, there is, but they're not a clone, but they're not a direct species. So they are they're almost like a subsidiary version of the actual giraffe. So the actual giraffe is endangered. And so that place, they're not working so proactively to do a rehabilitation, because these aren't like rescued animals. They're just trying to make sure that they're safe and they're not going to become extinct. So what that means is they just need feeding. They just have like a place where they can be in the wild that is safe, and they're not going to be endangered. So we got to visit them up close and personal. You get to feed them, and they don't have like a more entertainment where they're going to like walk you through the lives of each giraffe. No, they have like a center you can go and you can talk to a specialist about the giraffes and get more feedback and things like that. They are currently expanding and under construction. So I probably wouldn't say go this year, but probably by like next year it is probably going to be even beautiful. Due to COVID, there were some restrictions with being able to be super up close and personal with the giraffes, and I completely understand. They did not do a temperature check, but that place you could get your ticket right at the door. So we did not have to buy our ticket right in advance. It is $5. You get about 2 cups of feeding pebbles for the giraffes. Unlike here, you are not able to like go back and get more and more and more. No, because they want to kind of regulate how much food the giraffes are getting. Again, they're trying to make sure they stay alive and don't go extinct. They want to regulate those things to make sure that it's available for the giraffes. and that they have they're healthy, not overeating, not undereating, things like that. So that was definitely a fun experience as well too. I got some really nice pictures. It was very fun to be able to feed them, and they were very tall compared to the giraffes that I've seen here in the United States. So with that being said, I would definitely advise that you check out these 2 wildlife adventures when you're in Nairobi, and they're very close by, so I put them together. Make sure you check out some other Nairobi adventures if you're going to Kenya, or if you just want to learn more about that this place. Check out my video below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Cheers!